Hi Blues fans, this is my first live stream after, my first live stream on playing the blues. I'm very tired. I've had an RSI injury on the shoulder from playing the guitar for years, right at the back. I've had impingement, so I've had to wait weeks. I've hardly played, so I just thought it'd be a good idea to maybe help people who've not played for years and years to get back into playing. And what I've always found is to go back to basics. So what I'm going to start with this is what I would recommend to anybody who's going back playing. Just do something, and we'll keep this very short. We've got one visitor. Good evening. I can't see any live stream, the chat, so if you identify yourself, I shall say hello. And one of the things, I've already tuned the guitar. One of the tricks I've learned is that if you play an unfamiliar guitar, you've got to think that little bit more. Oh, somebody's bobbed out. You've got to think that little bit harder. So I'm going to look at my technique on this guitar. Now I know that if I sit here like this, it doesn't hurt my shoulder because I can rest on here. So I'm going to look at the fifth position, pentatonic. Okay, that's the minor, and I'm also going to look at the major. Okay, so what I'm intending to do is just run the two together, simple as that. And as I go, I'm aiming to do smooth, and I'm going to start with downstrokes, play the minor pentatonic, and then start with downstrokes again and play the major pentatonic. Then I'm going to start with upstrokes, do the same thing. Hi Zoom, how you doing? So that's all I'm going to do. So I'm doing 1 4. No, hang on, minor. 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 3. Maybe the blues note, how I feel, and then 1 4 1 4 and back. So 1 4 1 4 1 4 3 1 3 1 3 1 4 1. So I'll just do that. So I'm going to start with the downstroke. Hang on a minute. There we are. So if you watch either hand, I'm going to be doing. And I'll do the start on the second finger. It's going to go 2 4 1 4 1 4 1 3. Slide 1 1 3 1 3. So basically that's your BB box. Okay, so 2 4 1 4 1 4 1 3. Slide down a fret 1 3 1 3. Back. Slide down 1 4 1 4 1 4 1. So I'll do that end on now. I'll do it down the neck, the same exercise. So I'm going to go 1 4 1. Okay, here we go. I hope you can see. Let me know if you can see. The trick here is to stay really light, no rushing, just dead smooth action. And with this guitar, the distances are much bigger, so you can tend to use more space. So now I'll do the other one: 2 4 1 4 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 2 1 3 1 4. So. Change back. Whoops, you see what I mean? I can tell from that my major scale is all over the place. So that's the one. So next rehearsal time, next practice time, I'll be doing 2 4 1 4 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 4 1 4 1 4 no 4 2. Okay, so now I've practiced that. Obviously, I'd spend a lot more time doing it, and I've got to be really careful because this is actually my practice. I'm doing it like I would normally do. So that's a bit of a warm up. The next thing I'll do is little sections. So riffing on the thing. Oh, incidentally, I would tend to do upstrokes as well. So up. So start with an upstroke. Finish with an upstroke. Okay, so that I'm actually better at it now. So and then again, leave it for a couple of minutes, and let's go back to normal. Leave it for a couple of minutes to soak in, and then come back to it. In the meantime, the next thing I'm going to do is to go from over here to get my distance play going. Again, I'm on a classical guitar. The width distance this way is a lot wider, so you've got a lot more travel to do, and then you can cut down the distance. So I'll go from here to the Les Paul, and from the Les Paul to the orange guitar, which is very, very narrow, and I'll play the three interchangeably to get used to different distances, because you can basically treat them like different instruments. So I'm going to go from 3rd fret up to, say, 12th fret. See what I mean? So just that's just between the 3rd and the 12th fret now. So that I'll start riffing on that, and and as I do it, I won't be looking to do any particular exercise. I'll be looking for clarity, real accuracy. So rather than trying to be all flash and speedy, I'll be just trying to get some tasty moments or to travel. But all the time, I'm trying to keep a really light touch. Now, I know there's different ways of doing it, and there's people way better on it on the internet than me. I'm just giving you my take on it, because, like I said, this is for fun. It's just to get the discussion going, and I'm not going to be hanging around for too long. So anyway. See, there's it. It's a lot more difficult on here to sound okay. So if I slow it down, I'll get the nicer sound. So. Now, I'm going to add in a bit more to that, and I know people have probably switched off, because this is really all about my own personal practice and my approach to developing. So I haven't played for a while, and I can feel my shoulder begin to ache, so I better knock it off because I'm trying to build up the muscles again. So I've got to be really careful as well. Apparently I've got some permanent damage, so I'll go for a... Now I've got that moving, I'll go back to my original scale. I'll do my pentatonic minor and then my pentatonic major. So that little buzz halfway through, so I'll need to iron that out. Sorted. Miss one. Got it. Now before I took a major break, I was working on this, wasn't I? I ended up with the C. So that's beginning to come back. So like I said, if you practice on a different guitar, God, it's hurting now. I'm going to have to really be careful. Right, and that's pretty much it. So I'm just developing tolerance. Now the next thing to do, once I've got back used to, and if it does aggravate this, I'm going to have to just pack, God, that's killing me now. Right on where it was hurting before, so it's cleared the guitar. So well, as I build that up, I'll end up after a couple of nights, and that's pretty much it for now. 10 minutes, is it? Yeah, about 10 minutes of practice. So as long as I keep that up, I'll get my fingers will come back quite quickly. I mean, I've got no gigs coming up. I've got no band rehearsal or anything like that. I'm just trying to keep in trim, if you like. It's weightlifting for the fingers. So the next thing I'll do is try to restring the acoustic and go back to using harder strings, because those are easier to bend, but you can't quite get the intonation. So the fingers are still alive, if you like. Next trick is to get the fingers hardened by playing on slightly harder strings, and that's it. That's how I would generally start. Just about 10 minutes. This is now hurting, which is weird because I sat there last night, so it's clearly with doing a lot of picking, because last night I was doing finger picking and it didn't hurt at all, and I was at it quite a while. In fact, I sang a couple of songs so on the other channel, so it's clearly that, because it's really hurting now. It's beginning to really hurt, so I'll have to just be careful. Alright, well I hope that's of some use. Like I said, if you practice the minor pentatonic and then change interchangeably, when it comes to your bluesing and you're putting on the minor pentatonic on the 4th and 5th chords, and you play a major on the 1st chord, you can swap interchangeably. So once you've got all the minor boxes down, you can learn all the major boxes. So you know where you're going, you know where you are at all times. You don't even have to think, you just hear the chord and you begin to develop a feel. Anyway, I hope that helps. This is my first blues how to play guitar live stream, and like I said, I'm dog tired. I've been up since it's gone 10 now, and I've been up since 20 to 5 in the morning. So real hard week this week at work, real hard week. Okay, no excuses, no excuses. I've still done everything, just a bit later. Okay, take care, gents, and I'll see you later. And if you're watching Whiskey, I don't know if you are. Like I said, I can't see the chat and my computer's off, so have a good evening, and I'll see you later. Hopefully Whiskey and I'll be having another blues chat in a week or two, and we've got some interviews to do, and that's pretty much my fault while they've not come to fruition. But I did get the go-ahead from all these people. We've lined them up, so we should be able to bring off the interviews. Okay, have a good evening, and I'll see you later. Bye.